Hey everybody, it's Mike Childress, and this is your and my fantastic co-host is.
Hi, Mike. It's Jody Smith. Hi, guys.
Hi everybody. We had concluded our monthly um, board of directors meeting, and we wanted to just kind of go over what a couple different things that we had happened at the meeting and what to look forward to and what's happening. So we're still in the middle of navigating our COVID-19 situations of dealing with real estate. The market is super, super hot. A lot of you are probably feeling the pressures of it as well as, I am and Jody is as well, for buyers and sellers trying to either get their homes on the market or getting people in a home before it's gone. So that's been a struggle, but we want to talk about a couple different things. A lot of committees are meeting, so our GRAR is really taking the lead, and the staff are doing a fantastic job of really moving us forward and keeping things rolling. So many of our task forces or committees have been meeting. I want to run down real quick is governmental affairs have been meeting. We got election year coming up, so there's all different types of seats and different things are available. Realtor Crisis Fund met and approved a request for some money. The Community Involvement Task Force has met. YPN, I think, on July 9th, they're having an event in the afternoon at GRAR. GRAR West has been meeting. The Regional Forums Committee is still meeting to tweak and dealing with different situations that are coming around. Elections for directors are coming up. So those we're due, I think it's the 7th of July for the up and coming board of directors seats. And for the licensed salespersons and or licensed appraisers. So that's a lot of the big things. So what I wanted to say is we did something different we've never done before is we had a virtual / in-person board meeting. So how was that? You were the virtual side of it, Jody. How did you like it?
Because I'm out of town, and yeah, about six of us, 7 of us that were on the Zoom meeting, and this was our first board meeting since March.
Right.
We met in person, and it was just 6 or 7 of you in the room.
Yeah, about six of us in the room, and then the rest of you. The camera was temporarily placed, so I had eyes in the back of my head. I had everyone looking at the back of my head. But anyway, for other future events and things like that, I think we got some real cool ideas. So I think invention is or how about this? Necessity is that mother of invention. So we have so many different opportunities for us to just change the way and enhance the way we're doing business, either at GRAR or in our own personal business.
And you know what, Mike, I want to mention too, GRARLA also did they've been doing their meetings every month on Zoom meetings as well. So we did a Toastmasters, and then what else did they do?
How did that work out? Did that work out real well?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, it worked out really well. It's a lot different when you're on Zoom, because in Toastmasters, you clap all the time. You don't get to hear the claps, but we wave our hands instead.
Right. Spare fingers or something, right?
Yeah, that's a clap.
Okay. A couple things that have come up is NAR, the National Association of Realtors Convention, and the Michigan Realtor Convention in the fall are both going to be virtual this year. So the people that like to get out of town and visit different places around the state or around the country will have to do it from their living room or their office this year. Which is sad, but it's one thing that we're getting into a new transition of the safe situation for us as individuals.
We're supposed to be in Grand Rapids this year.
Right, we were hosting this year. Maybe we'll have to do something special Zoom wise.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that was a bummer.
REBarGR Emerge. What can you tell me about that, Jody?
They are still hoping to do something this fall. I know REBarGR definitely is. I think from what the committees are saying, they're just kind of waiting to see how this COVID might be able to turn where we can have larger gatherings, and they don't want to spend a lot of time and energy on getting something planned and then have to cancel. That's been really frustrating for a lot
Yeah, or Emerge and yeah, REBAR. And, you know, maybe probably it's going to be a little later, if at all. And so we're going to keep you posted on that one because they're popular events and people. It's a good networking event, especially this day and age where we're not necessarily meeting everyone at the title company or meeting people face to face, and it's good opportunity for people to get together.
We have a new task force.
We do have a new task force. I'll tell you what it is, and then you give them the rest of the skinny on it.
Okay.
It's called the Equal Opportunity and Diversity Advancement Task Force.
Yep, and that was spearheaded by a few. Is that the right word? Spearheaded. Yeah, from a few people within the board of directors. I think Ashley Deach kind of brought that up, and I think it's going to be a good one. I think it's just they're still going to create that task force, and if you have any interest, reach out to GRAR and let them know that you're interested. There's not quite the what do we call it? A task force mission.
Well, we're putting together the assignment memo at the moment. So kind of an assignment memo for any of our committees, if you didn't know, kind of drives them in the direction of what, you know, kind of gives them some direction of where to go. Otherwise, people sit around just talking. But we want to help people out. And, you know, it's the idea of diversity and education and different events and different things that they can put on to help us as individuals grow. So I think that's good opportunities for us. We are still cruising right along. So next month we'll have elections for board members. We are hopeful on some of our other little events that we have coming up, but time's going to tell. Here it is still, you know, give each other a little bit of grace. Also, when you're out showing houses, making sure that you're, if the listing says wear a mask, wear a mask. These are, you know, probably driven by the customers themselves. And if you're not abiding by the rules that they're setting on the MLS listing, we have a code of ethics issue. So keep those things in mind. And if you have a bid deadline on a contract, use your deadline. Please don't accept offers sooner, because that's what it's clear cooperation, really, is what we're trying to do. So if you're doing those things, please take those in consideration. Anything else we want to say in the middle of this hot July?
Well, you know what, I really loved your reminders, Mike. Those are great reminders. I mean, I think, you know, just remembering to honor people's instructions, and you always should, no matter whether we have COVID or not, is always be respectful of what our sellers' wishes are. As listing agents, I keep suggesting that we just have to be really very transparent, let them know on listing comments, showing comments, and then I'm even putting a note on the door. I mean, that makes it easier for the buyers to actually read what the seller's wishes are. You're not just as a buyer's agent having to convey that. It can be sometimes an awkward conversation for some people. But so if you have it on a note on the door, I find that very helpful. And we are, you know, even though we definitely have had some challenges here. I hate using that word challenges. I think it's
opportunities.
Okay, opportunities. I like that. Well, and what's great is our market is still really strong, and we definitely need more inventory. I think we're hurting on inventory even more than last year. We are at an all-time high as far as people that are membership, as far as our membership enrollment. And that's good news, guys. Great stuff.
No, we're going to get one more thing. I was just remember that we are having an RPAC.
Cocktail hour.
Cocktail hour, yes. It's going to be a virtual one. So major donors or people that would like to be major donors, that include that's a $1,000 donation to RPAC. If you're interested in that one, feel free to contact Jody, myself, any person at GRAR, the phone number on there. Just go ahead and contact them, say you're interested in that one as well. But that's going to be something new, something we're going to try out. So they're going to have a cocktail in a box, and it's going to be different and fun. Why not?
It's going to be delivered to you, and then we're all going to have our happy hour virtually.
Right, with the whole shot. So anyway.
Sounds good, guys. Well, Mike, thank you so much. Thank you for your leadership, and you've been I've said that yesterday, and I want to have our members hear this, that you have been just an amazing cheerleader. I don't want to call you a cheerleader. I call you a coach. That's what I call you, a coach. You
I can
are
be the cheerleader too.
Sorry. You've just been great, Mike. So thank you so much.
Well, thank you. I have a passion for our industry. I care very much about our membership and our agents in our industry. So it's not a difficult situation. I love every day of it. So I'm very thankful to be able to do this every day. So anyway, thank you very much. Thank you, GRAR, and we will see you next month.
Thank you.